This is just a slight extension on the point pool tutorial. It's a little bit like what Tim's been doing with some of his work. So if we go to our page, I'm just going to extend on Illustrator a wee bit, give you a bit more, so I'll reduce down. File, place, and I have an image here called pens. Place it, and I'm just going to shift, pull so it fills that whole frame. Hold the shift key down. I'm just going to center it a wee bit more so I get areas that I'm a wee bit more interested in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a square and I'm going to draw it over the page size. Now if I select both of those objects, I can go Object, Clipping Mask, Make. So you should be pretty used to this kind of thing from what you've learned with Illustrator in the past. Now to auto trace it, at the moment it's a group, so you can see up here there's nothing written. So if I double click with the selection tool, it goes into that group once. So I've got in there. Now the auto trace stuff will come up. So I'll put it on color, auto color, and it's going to go through and it's going to trace that image. I can do the usual stuff, object, expand, go OK. And rather than ungroup it, I know that I can double click again, and you can see clipping group, and then it's gone into the actual group. So now I can get this tool here, which is the lasso tool. So now I can pick some more random shapes and I can kind of draw from the center. The other day we were using the direct selection tool, going in onto keyline or Command Y and selecting inside the shapes and then coming back. This time we're just going to draw around part of an object and it selects it. Now if I doesn't look like it's going to do the quick key, my computer's a bit slow. I can just go to the direct selection tool, click on one of these points and drag it, click off, and you can see you get some interesting patterns where some things are in front of others and they start to pass through. So we'll do it again. We'll select an area we want to play with, direct selection tool. This time I might cross it over. Click on the background. If we get some of these circular images, just click on them and delete them out. I'm not so keen on that one either, so select these and get rid of them. Get the lasso tool again. Click on the background, on the circles, just delete the bits I don't want. And now if I cross over part of this image, now this one, because I picked it part way through the straight lines, is going to come up with a massive amount of curves. Click off on the background, direct selection tool, drag across some of those and delete them. You can also shift, select a whole lot of those shapes at once. I'll go through them one by one. Pretty much it looks like everything's been curved. Just going to Command 0, fit that in the page a wee bit. Yeah, that one might have been a little bit of a waste. But again, let's see if we can bring some negative space, and I'll just zoom out a bit. Same tool, the lasso tool. Delete once, delete twice. Again, once, twice, twice. Okay, and now if I just get the selection tool and watch this area here, if I double click on the background, it goes right back to normal. There's nothing there now, and everything's back contained within that clipping mask. Oh, there's a circle there. I might just get rid of that. Now, Command 0, fit it back in the page, and what I'm going to do is get a square, and I'm going to go Object, Arrange, Center Back. If I hit I, that will bring up the eyedropper. Now I can click on some of the colors that are actually in the image to select what color is going to sit in the background, because when I deleted some of those areas off, it went back to white. So now by using the image itself, I can click around and find something that might work in with the image a bit more naturally. I'm actually going to go with that. Oops. There we go, finished.